We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. And a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. You know what? It's not a very Merry Christmas to some people out there. There's a lot of people that are in deep despair who've lost their children out there and their parents, and it's hard. And some of those people are not named Bernard. But you know what? There is a person out there that was named Bernard. And somehow he would never have spent his time in a barnyard. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't like it. Because, you know what? I knew a guy named Bernard. He was old. And my grandfather's friend. And you know what? We were at some weird meeting. And it was deceiving. And I don't know what they wanted me to do. But I got a fancy cashmere sweater. And all I did was host the meeting. And I poured champagne in glasses with my dad. And then, I think I was just being shown off. That's the last time that my grandfather did that. And that's what's sad, because I don't really know what happened after that, said Stanley Walston Miller. Is that a combination of Peter and Stanley? I think that one time my grandfather actually promoted me. And that's not sad. I think he paid the military to ruin my life. And that's pretty bad. And I've had patents and I've had all kinds of stuff. And it all went to rust. Yes, it mostly did. And I'm still being charged. And my poor patent lawyer got upset last night because I had to call him and tell him what people have been doing. And that poor man's been giving money and videos and stuff to the military. And he doesn't want to hear that they did something to his nice client that he has helped. And he knows what has happened to me sometimes. And that's not the toes. That's the problem, said Obama. We don't want to tell people the truth. Because that's the boot. The truth was the boot. It was the bad energy, Tanya. And here you go. That's the worry. And that's the query. We want to give out the carrots today, and we want to say a quick prayer for my mom in a big way. We want to pray that my mom stays clean enough to be able to be with my brother and not mean from being around my sister Heather. And we want to ask that the right issue of workers take off things that are not helpful to her, because they still have a contract, because somewhere, yep, some part of them still married. And, yep, they still got the same last name. Oh, yeah, and there's still DNA there. Yep, because there's children. And that's what happens to moms. They end up with their daddy's DNA. And then other men get them, and they're like, I like them, but I don't. And that's the problem with women. They don't understand their emote. And they're emote for people. And that's what we want to tell people. Is that when you are a woman and you have a child and you make a boat, then that boat's got your name on it and you change. And that's not for nothing. Because something came through you. And some of them are good souls and some of them are bad. And some of them actually make you mad and some of them make you sad. And that's the truth, said Obama. And here's the little guy. We send him a carrot. Yep, we send him a carrot. Because why? They're going to need it later. And that's the truth. We can send them the carrots later through the grapevine. It'll be like Christmas when they find it again. Like Christmas. Yep, Chris would like to do that with his kid. If he knew about it. Put milk duds and, yeah, milk duds. Who doesn't like a milk dud? Except for I wouldn't eat one now. But you put them in your popcorn somehow, and then you find them. This is like Christmas. It is Christmas. This is a Christmas. Yep. Christ is the bearer of your heart. Christopher, that's what it means. And Christopher and Chris, the title Christ. Oh no, they're about to be mean. Who knew that? What are you guys doing? You know what? You're mean, I leave. There was no reason for that, guys. The moo wasn't doing it. That's why we promote the moo. Don't we, moo? That's what happens to Chris. Said he's nice. And all the other guys get the benefit off of Chris, and then he doesn't get the good night. Hi, honey. You gave me a moo. And now I extra love you. Hi. What a surprise. I'm going to look at my moo for a little bit. Hi, moo. Can I touch you? Can we touch? Can we touch? Want to touch? Bring your ear. Bring your ear. Bring your ear. Come here. Look at those ears. Look at those ears. Look at that ear. Isn't that cute? Look at that hair. Look at that hair. That is such a cute hair. It's unbelievable there. Look at that. It's getting longer because it's getting colder. You get colder. You get longer hair. Look at the drool. Yep. That's it. Not much going on for Christmas here. I'm going to pause this. Hi. Ah, look at you, little mooch. Yep, little mooch. I'm going to go soon. I'm going to go. You going to moo again for me? I love you. Moo, I want you to know that I might be going, and we might get a video set up so we can see you all the time, and maybe Zorro too. Look at Zorro back there. Hi, Zorro. I threw some carrots there for you. Yep, you knew I'm talking about her. Him. Sometimes it's hard to tell what they are. But cows are always moos, and that's a mom, but she's not a mom yet. You're not a mom yet. You're not. Yep, I love your snot. Moo, love you. That's the problem, said the moo. That's the problem, said the moo. I wanted to just hug you, but I'm finding out that there's a lot of other things we gotta do. So we're going to go inside and we're going to pray and we're going to ask you why we can't just have you hold the cow all day and all night, said the moo. But that's the thing. Moos don't really do that now. And the moo is younger and we don't have that time now. So we're going to be happy with this moo. And this is the moo, moo, moo time. Oh, thank you, moo. Yes. Thank you for the address. We're making a moo book. You want to, and we'll do some video with it too. You have any other things you want to moo? You have any other things you want to moo? I'm going to be leaving. I know. Do you understand me? I'm going to be leaving and I won't be at this address soon. I'm picking up my mess. Yep. We made a mess. It was hard to get the trash out. Why? Because there's so much trash here and nobody lets me put it out. That's the cry. It's hard when you got to take it to the dump sometimes. Yep, that's what happens to the moo. Moo, can I touch you? Can we touch? Come over here. I want to touch you and give you some love. Come here. Come here. Come here, moo. Want to touch? I know. Then somebody's got to come in. Somebody's got to come in, and that's not Quinn. He's never spent time with a cow like this. He would be surprised to see me like this. Gonna moo again? Because I love you? That's not Chris either. I'm gonna do this. That's not a Christmas time yet. He's not into this. Yeah. This is not a Christmas. He'd want to do something stylish. Maybe warm by the fireplace. Yeah, that's more like it, said Steven. Chris would like to do marshmallows maybe with his little daughter. That wouldn't be crazy. Hang out with his brother, Mike. Yep, they don't fight. That's true. That's the problem with you. You didn't text me because it didn't go through, and now I don't know that you love me. And I don't know what you're going to do without me, said Chris, because you needed to do it today. That's the problem. You don't have any time to say, I love you, Chris. Just call. We think so, because the phone doesn't work. And that's the thing. You don't want to be a jerk. Love you, and say goodbye. Goodbye. And that's the Kai. The Kai doesn't want to say goodbye either to the fly. And that's her daughter. And that's the problem, Tanya. Why did you have to try to help my daughter? I didn't know it was that bad. It wasn't the slaughter. It was, Kai. And she knows it too. And she doesn't say anything bad to you. Because she knows you loved her too. Is she alive? She might be. And we'll think of her nightly, said Stephen. And that's the problem, said the boss. Nobody ever picks up their cross. And that's the problem, said Yeshua. You try to pick up everybody's crosses. And that's why we cry, because we need to call Chris, or we're going to miss Christmas for him, said the kiss. Do it now. He thinks it's not now. We're going to go in and do it like you said, but we're not going to do it before we go to bed. Because he doesn't want it now, Tanya. He knows you tried. He does. Inside he did. Because he heard you cry. And that's all he needed today. And that's it, said the Lord Almighty. Are you sure? Yes. It didn't go through, Tanya. And we already sent a Christmas gift, but he doesn't know that. Because it hasn't gotten there yet. And you're not an asshat. And that's the problem with the moo moo. Fuck you. Tanya, don't just stand here. We want to go to bed, said nobody. Let's look at the other cows, and let's love them all. And that's what this book is going to be about somehow. The sun's going down, and we haven't got a cow, and we don't know a moo, and we haven't seen you, and we don't know who is going to come through. Come through when you're standing out here doing doo-doo. Yep, we know we did a doo-doo out here. Yep, and we're going to always remember that you did a doo-doo out here for us. And that's not a cuss, because, yep, you did it, and we need to do that. And that's the reason we're remembering it. Yep, that's it. We're going to give them another carrot. Because, yep, that's who we are. And that's not the merit, said the carrot. We love you, and we're doing it because we love you. And that's it, Moo. We're loving you. And nobody wants to do a Christmas without you, Chris. And that's the reason he's not going to miss you. Because he's never going to love you again, said nobody. And that's all you got to do is get off. And do it now, said nobody. Because we're doing this. And that's not what Yeshua told you to do. So get off right now. And say, moo moo. Love you, Christmas, Chris.